Please join me in welcoming to the stage VentureBeat CEO, Matt Marshall.
So welcome to VentureBeat Transform 2025. So we've been doing this event since 2018. And before that, it was MobileBeat. We were doing MobileBeat for about 10 years. But then we noticed around beginning 2018, something was beginning to change in the industry. And we didn't know where we were going to end up, but we knew it was going to be transformative in some way. So that's the name VB Transform. If you could go to the next slide. So what we know is speeding up to current time is that something transformative really has happened, right? We're on the verge of something huge. Let's see so this is some VentureBeat research. You haven't seen this slide, but basically what you'll see here is the top line, each successive revolutions. If you take the protagonist product, right, the big product of the day, that first line shows that it took 10 years for AWS to reach $10 billion in revenue, right? That second line is the iPhone, right, the mobile revolution. The iPhone took 10 years, took 2 years to get to that 10 billion in revenue number. And then what we're seeing is it took about 2.5 years, 2.5 years for OpenAI to get to a 10 billion revenue run rate. So in some ways, you have kind of a similar precedent, kind of a similar run rate to the mobile revolution, but there's all kinds of different ways to look at this, right? OpenAI has 500 million users, which is double the number of iPhone users at that time in the cycle, around 2.5 years into the cycle. So there's a lot of, next slide, please. I don't have a clicker. So there's a lot of leaders in the industry that want to continue to project from what we just saw, that are saying, hey, we're about to hit AGI, right, or super intelligence in the next year or two. So Elon Musk himself has said, hey, it might be this year or at the latest next year, right? And predicting massive GDP growth. So what are we supposed to take from these predictions? Musk, Dario Amodei, Anthropic, Sam Altman, they all are competing heavily for talent, right? And they have inspired with their visions. So that's to be expected. But they may have some bias, right? And so at the same time, there's caution, right? There are a lot of folks who are concerned about the risks and the accuracy of the technology that is moving so rapidly, right? So there is a lot of noise out there. So next slide. So that's where VentureBeat comes in, right? So what we see as our goal, our passion to kind of cut through that noise and through basically serving you, the enterprise decision makers here, with grounded, well-reported information, right? And so VentureBeat just recently spun off our games industry property, GamesBeat, to really focus on enterprise AI to serve you. And so you are the innovators, right? The builders of the coming future through your applications. And so we know you need that unbiased reporting on security, right? On governance, on data infrastructure and scalability. And so we want to do that to help you in your pivotal decisions. So next slide. So this is why we are offering. This is where we want to offer value, right? Is events like this. You can see, people still trickling in from the back. It's kind of a long hallway. Glad you guys made it to start. But we've got events, news, and analysis that rigorously reported sourcing here, and newsletters where I hope a lot of you are subscribed and engaged. I'm sure you'll find a lot of value from our daily newsletters in these various areas. I want to take a second to actually recognize some of our team members who are actually on the content side. So I see, is Alia here? Please stand up if you're here. I don't know if she is here yet. She's probably in the front. I see Mia here. Please stand up. Mia and Carl, Michael Nunez, right? Carl Franson, Mia David, Christy Liu on the content side. I don't know if you can pop out there. There's Christy. So all really committed to serving the enterprise decision maker, right? In terms of your needs. So we have webinars. We have an AI survey that we do annually, and I don't want you to miss some of the exclusive insights that we're going to be talking about at noon today about what enterprise decision makers are thinking about AI. And then also we're kind of dogfooding right now internally a prototype of a AI assistant where we're basically grounding answers on rigorously reported information, objective information, not on vendor hype, which actually you see kind of in the training data of a lot of these LLMs, right? So stay tuned on that. We're not ready to release that just now, but over the next few months, hopefully we can provide an update. Okay, so are you ready to get started? Right? So yeah. Let's get started with the program.